Welcome back to another video. Now, currently in this video, we're going to be going over my top 5 favorite sniper rifles. And even though there might be I think 7, I still think there is a top 5. Now, this ain't in a specific order, so keep that in mind. So, if you guys loved this series, it's kind of sad that this is going to be the last video of my top 5 blank. Just let me know down in the comments below. Alright, maybe I can try to figure something out. Maybe I can try to make another video idea that's similar to this. It's up to you guys, and it's up to the comments. Alright, so just to give you guys a quick little brief, I will be going over my top 5 favorite sniper rifles. Like I said, it's going to be ranked, but it's not going to be in an order. So, if you guys would love to see this again, or you guys want to see me do more content, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and comment. Alright, I have a lot of things coming up very soonly, and I can't wait to get it out to you guys. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into our video. So for starters, we have the M40. Right, I believe it might be called the M40A5, but either way, I'd consider it just the M40. Right, it's a great gun. I believe it's made in America. I'm not exactly sure, but if I had to take a guess, it probably would be. Right, I just like the overall shape with it. It's a bolt action, so once you kill somebody, you get that satisfaction factor as great for range. And honestly, just looks pretty sleek. Looks a little bit, mobility and all types of things, right? Honestly, there's not too much I can say about this gun besides the look, besides the feeling that you get once you eliminate a target, and also just the range that you can do with this guy. It's just amazing, y'all. So, one of my favorite snipers is the M40. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. As for my next sniper loadout, it'd probably be with this gun, the MK12, right? And I would have this LVPO. I believe it stands for low, LPVO, low powered. I can't think of the last one, but it's like low powered something, optic, right? Either way, so this one runs in 5.56. Perfect for those close ranges, kind of like in Hidden Forest, where you get to go inside of the main oil refinery, and for those far ranges, because you got that long barrel, that bipod on it. So this one's perfect for missions like that, where you have to address with enemies close up and far away. So I always love this one. Yeah, this site is probably one of my favorite sites. I will use it majority of the time. I believe it's the 1 to 6x. So great gun overall. Probably one of my favorites in most of these lists for how much situations and how much missions you can go through with this gun and come out alive. Alright, now let me hurry up and show you what my next sniper. So right here we have what I believe is called the R93. Correct me if I'm wrong, or I think it's called the R93T in the game Tactical Assault VR. So, right here, for pretty much the cartridge, or caliber, we have, I believe, 338 Lapua. Maybe I said that correctly, maybe I didn't. When it comes to usually like sniper rounds, I'm not very educated. Like, I know 308, I know maybe 6.8 Creedmoor, or 50 cal, but I'm not really into like all these different sniper rounds, if that makes sense. But from what I can tell, this gun just seems like it has a kick of power. It's like you can bring down a vehicle with this thing. It's pretty much like if 50 cal had its own version in Tactical Assault VR. So either way, it's a great gun. I think it's pretty easy to just move around. Might be a little difficult to like aim for some reason. Maybe if you've played the game, or maybe if you know what I'm talking about, you can kind of tell that when you like grip it, it's hard to kind of move it around and aim in ways. But overall, it's pretty fine. I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, it has a bunch of kick, and this bolt action right here it's different. You don't have to go up. You just slide back. So I think that's also kind of cool. Alright, well, besides all of that, I don't know about the other snipers. I think you just also pull them back because they don't make it where you have to manually pull it up and pull it back. Either way, great gun overall. I love it. I have the 12 times scope on it, and yeah, this is probably what I would use in like Sandstorm or maybe in larger maps, kind of like Breaking Whisper. If I saw like vehicles more in it, probably for the Deadshot map, I can see a lot of people probably using this along with LMGs. All right, well, let's move on to my last two sniper rifles. Here we have the M110. I hope I pronounced that right. Maybe the M110. But right here we have the LVPO on the top. Right here we have the suppressor, and I believe it's loaded up in 308. If not in 308, maybe by 7x6 to by 51, maybe. But either way, this is perfect. Kind of like the MK12 for those close ranges, but a little more power for those far ranges. So if you're doing a little bit of close range, but you still are doing a good amount of far range, this would probably be my option that I would use, and I think other people should use. Alright, not much I can say about it. I love the look of it. I think it's like desert themed. I would like if Tactical Assault VR made it where we can add different skins or just different looks to our guns in general. Just black, tan, or something like that. Like if I could just change it to black or tan, that'd just be wonderful. That right there would probably just make me happy. Kind of like night vision goggles where they have black and tan version. They also probably need that for like the one goggle on your left or one goggle on your right. Either way, right, I think this is a perfect build, especially since we don't have any other colors like black for this one. This would be perfect for like desert themes, kind of like Silver Snake. We also have Incoming Storm, right, and quite frankly, it would also work for Breaking Whisper. So, really great gun. I love it. I think a lot of you guys should probably use it majority of the time along with the MK12 and maybe the M40. Alright, now, without further ado, let's get on to our last sniper rifle. Alright, so right here we have the CSR. Now, CSR, I believe, is chambered in 308. Looks like a smaller round than 308. But either way, the CSR is a great weapon. I like the bolt action. I like the look of it. It looks versatile, and it looks like you can carry it anywhere. Alright, without further ado, yeah, so this weapon also has the LVPO and the suppressor and a bipod. Not much to say about this gun. Great gun. Amazing. Alright, now let's get to the outro. Wait, what is this? That's the end of the video. Now, of course, it's not always the end, for at least those people that have been watching my channel, because we have something in store for you, and I call it Verse of the Video. Alright, so without further ado, like my little famous words, let's get straight into the best part of our video. Alright, welcome back to Verse of the Video. Now, in this Verse of the Video, I got an amazing verse, as always. It's always going to be kind of short, because, you know, it's hard to have me edit. But, I promise, later in the future, I'll have those long verses for you guys that might be more meaningful. It might just make you have an outlook on your life. Alright, so, right here, we have what I believe is pronounced Philippians 5:16. Apologies, 5:17. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." This is a great verse. I believe it's pretty concise. It's pretty easy to understand, but it pretty much means stay calm, know that I'm God, I am in control. That's at least how I interpret it. Maybe other people interpret the Bible in different ways, and that's totally fine. It just makes, you know, us Christians question and understand God more when we interpret it and we try to see if our interpretation is correct and stuff like that, right? But that's pretty much from how I would interpret it, and I think others would as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this verse of the video. It really means a lot to me just talking and doing these videos for you guys, and I hope it means a lot to you guys just watching them. So, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day, and as always, stay tactical.